Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P0103, indicates a problem with the mass airflow MAF sensor circuit, specifically indicating high voltage. The MAF sensor is crucial in measuring the amount of air entering the engine, which is essential for maintaining the proper air-fuel mixture for efficient combustion. When the MAF sensor detects high voltage, it can mislead the engine control module, ECM, resulting in performance issues or increased emissions. In the Honda Civic from 2011 to 2015, the MAF sensor is typically located in the air intake system just before the engine's throttle body. Troubleshooting this DTC accurately is essential to ensure the engine runs optimally. Before proceeding, it's recommended to review the general troubleshooting procedures outlined for diagnosing such fault codes. The MAF sensor plays a vital role in engine performance by measuring the mass of air entering the engine. It ensures that the engine receives the right amount of fuel to maintain an optimal air-fuel ratio for efficient combustion. This sensor is located in the air intake system just upstream of the throttle body in the Honda Civic 2011 to 2015 models. High voltage readings at the MAF sensor, indicated by DTC P0103, suggest potential issues in the sensor circuit, which may cause improper air-fuel mixture calculations by the engine control module, ECM. A malfunctioning MAF sensor can lead to poor engine performance, increased fuel consumption, and elevated emissions. It is important to accurately identify this code, as it could affect the performance and reliability of the vehicle over time. When diagnosing DTC P0103, several possible causes need to be considered. One common issue could be a short to voltage in the MAF sensor circuit, which causes the sensor to report incorrect high voltage levels. A faulty MAF sensor itself might also fail to operate correctly, leading to a high voltage reading. Additionally, wiring issues, such as corroded or damaged connectors, can also disrupt the signal being sent to the engine control module, ECM. It is crucial to evaluate these factors systematically, as correct identification of the underlying cause will lead to an effective solution. Each component and connection in the MAF sensor circuit should be thoroughly inspected to determine the source of the high voltage condition. Symptoms associated with DTC P0103 can seriously impact vehicle operation. Poor engine performance often manifests as stalling, hesitations, or lack of acceleration due to an incorrect air-fuel mixture. Increased emissions are another notable symptom, as an improper mixture may cause the vehicle to emit higher levels of pollutants, potentially failing emissions tests. The check engine light, CEL, will likely illuminate, alerting the driver to a malfunction in the engine management system. Other possible symptoms may include rough idling or elevated fuel consumption, as the engine struggles to achieve an efficient air-fuel ratio. Recognizing these symptoms early is essential to avoid further complications down the line. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0103 involves verifying the problem adequately. Begin by turning the ignition switch to on or pressing the engine start-stop button to select the on mode. Using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, check the MAF sensor data in the data list. The reading should be about 202 grams per second, G per second, or show voltage levels of 4.89 volts or more. If these readings meet or exceed these values, the failure can be considered replicated, allowing the troubleshooting process to continue to the next step. However, if the readings do not align, it may indicate an intermittent issue, and the next course of action is to investigate potential poor connections or loose terminals. particularly at the MAF sensor, intake air temperature, IAT sensor, and the powertrain control module, PCM. This careful verification ensures that the apparent fault is indeed present before further probing. For the second troubleshooting step, turn the ignition switch to the lock 0 position or select the off mode using the engine start-stop button. Utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to jump the SCS Smart Control System line. Disconnect the MAF sensor, IAT sensor, 5P connector, along with the PCM connector B51P. The next step involves checking for continuity between two test points. The PCM connector B51P number 24, which is indicated by the black-red wire, and the MAF sensor, IAT sensor 5P connector number 2. This uses the same black-red wire. Perform this check while ensuring the ignition remains in the off mode, with both connectors disconnected. If the continuity test returns a yes, this indicates that the vehicle ground module, VGM, wire is functioning properly, and you can proceed to step 3. If the test indicates a no, it highlights the presence of an open circuit in the VGM wire between the PCM and the MAF IAT sensor, necessitating repairs. In the third troubleshooting step, reconnect the PCM connector B51P to prepare for further testing. Using a jumper wire, connect terminals A and B. Terminal A is the MAF sensor, IAT sensor, 5P connector number 2, black-red wire, while terminal B is MAF sensor, IAT sensor, 5P connector number 3, red-blue wire. After establishing this connection, turn the ignition switch to the on-2 position again, or press the engine start-stop button to activate the on mode. Clear any existing DTCs using the HDS and then check for both pending or confirmed DTCs. If DTC P0103 is indicated, it suggests a problem with the PCM itself, which may require an update if it does not have the latest software or substitution with a known good PCM. Should DTC P0103 clear following the updates or substitution, it would indicate that troubleshooting is complete. If the code persists, it points to the necessity of replacing the MAF sensor, IAT sensor. After completing repairs for DTC P0103, it is essential to verify that the repairs have resolved the issue efficiently. This verification typically involves taking the vehicle for a test drive under various operating conditions to assess whether the problem has been successfully rectified. During this test drive, the technician should monitor the onboard diagnostic system to ensure that no new DTCs reappear and that the check engine light remains off. If DTC P0103 does not reappear and the vehicle operates smoothly, it confirms that the repair was effective. It's important to document the successful resolution of the issue, which aids in future diagnostics. By following these final verification steps thoroughly, technicians can assure clients that their vehicle will perform reliably after the repairs. Preventive maintenance plays a critical role in avoiding issues like DTC P0103 in the future. Implementing a routine check of sensors, including the MAF sensor and IAT sensor, can help identify potential problems before they escalate. It's equally important to inspect wiring connections regularly for signs of wear, corrosion, or damage, which can compromise electrical signals. Maintaining a clean air intake system by replacing air filters and cleaning the MAF sensor will enhance its performance and accuracy. Keeping up with engine preventative maintenance not only enhances the overall vehicle performance, but also prolongs the lifespan of engine components, preventing more serious and costly repairs down the road. In conclusion, Understanding the role of the mass airflow sensor is critical for diagnosing DTC P0103 effectively. The MAF sensor significantly influences the engine's air-fuel mixture, impacting performance and emissions. It's essential to verify symptoms systematically and proceed with a structured troubleshooting approach to accurately identify and repair the issue. Each step, from problem verification to continuity checks and PCM evaluations, plays a vital role in addressing the DTC meaningfully. Implementing preventive measures and conducting regular maintenance can further help in avoiding the recurrence of such DTC codes. Following these strategic steps ensures the Honda Civic runs smoothly, maintaining reliability and efficiency in every journey. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.